now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Victory, victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, victory, zombie gang rapping at NYC. Ice round my neck like I'm little weak. We run like a Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah I'm born to it's dark and it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts for the cream renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night till. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, forever taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, forever taking that. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will not be returned for a touchback. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now it's Jackson looking deep for Crabtree. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make it.
The first NFL touchdown pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Sean McCoy, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Leopard!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. Big Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 Gun!
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this time, Allen will throw. He'll set up the screen in the corner. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And some room to work. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front. But they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Cole.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Man open right side. It's the tight end, Clay. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, this
is going to be wrapped up and driven down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On third and long, it's Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, it's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit 56. Detroit. Here we go now. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Blue 90.
On second down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown as a member of the Ravens. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen off the bootleg. Benjamin with it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Powerful running. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure this out wrong with the football.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Allen to throw once more. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
And how about that for Josh Allen? His first touchdown pass in the NFL. He had plenty of success while at the University of Wyoming. But when you throw your first touchdown in the league, that's what you've been dreaming of since you were a small child.
One to cherish forever, and you talk about his success. He had 44 touchdown passes in his 2 seasons at Wyoming. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage. And
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They go play action here on first down. Allen hit. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Allen. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now Allen to throw on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
There's Scarborough on the toss, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, it often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Now Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Leopard! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Over! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Jackson on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme
rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Allen off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun, gun! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on third. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This time Jackson will throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Allen hit. He lost the football. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
The Bills on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run. This is Scarborough. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now Scarborough. He gets away from 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Willie Henry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Bo Scarborough with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Yeah, here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Staying on his feet. Flush to his right. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Jackson now, fighting through pressure, escaping the pressure right, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Hayden Hurst just earned himself his first NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.